I started using drugs and alcohol when I was 13. I used them all through high school, and it eventually just escalated and got worse and worse until I started, when I was around 20, I started using crystal meth, GHB, and Xanax on a daily basis. I didn't have a job, I didn't really work. My parents were giving me things, and that's how I lived. When I was 23, I had my daughter. At this time, after having my daughter, I continued to use crystal meth, GHB, and Xanax after she was born, more and more every day, just to deal with the postpartum depression and to deal with how I was feeling and to deal with the situations that were going on in my life there. And so using this every day, when I had my daughter, I weighed 200 pounds, and within 3 months, I weighed 60. So I just continued to, spiral down and to get sick. And I went to a drug rehab in California for around 60 days. When I came back to Panama City with my daughter and my family, I was clean for 2 days. And then I continued to use the crystal meth and the Xanax and the GHB. I continued to use these every day until I, got into a lot of legal trouble, until my family totally wanted nothing to do with me. I came to Suncoast for a drug addiction problem. I actually looked it up on the internet. I had been to several other rehabs before that my parents chose for me, but this one I got on the internet and it looked interesting and it had a different approach, and it was, something that was out of the box. So I said, if anything can help me, it will definitely be this. When I arrived at Suncoast Rehab, I did everything, 100%. I did exactly what they asked of me. I pushed myself. I listened to the advice they gave me. I did, the life skills. I learned about myself. I learned what I wanted in life. I learned, how to have a good life and how to confront my problems and how for it to never be an issue again. I have my daughter back. I have my family back. My family is, our relationship is better than it, ever even was before I even started using drugs. It just enhanced all of the good things that were in my life and all the things that I should have been enjoying. I just somewhere, lost track. SRC is definitely different with the life skills portion of the program. Everyone comes here with different problems and different issues that they need to work out. Not everyone is the same, and you find out the reasons that you did use drugs, what was hurting you, mentally, or just some things that you may be dealing with at that time. You learn what it is and you fix it. I've been clean for 2.5 years, and just recently, my younger sister, before I was setting a bad example for her by using drugs and drinking and doing all the wrong things, and she actually picked up on that and started following in my footsteps, doing the wrong things, using drugs, drinking, hanging around the wrong people. Actually, she reached out to me a few months ago and said that she saw how I acted and how happy that I looked, and how my family was so excited for me, and the great life that I had made for myself down here. And she saw me and she wanted what I had, that she had never seen me this happy before. So she called me and I got her here, and she came to SRC and she completed the program, and she's been doing well, and she's been drug-free ever since she left. She has a job, she started her own cleaning business, and she's doing amazing as well. Suncoast Rehab, it saved my life.